Hello everyone and Merry Christmas. I've got a quick and easy card to share with you guys as part of my favorite things Christmas Day blog post. I thought I would do a video with my card just because. And I thought while keeping it simple, I would also do some double inlay die cutting, which I will show in a minute. So I pulled out my Cool Day stamp set and the coordinating little dynamics. And I chose the little smaller polar bear and had die cut some CC Designs Copic Quality 110-pound cardstock and then stamped the polar bear over that with My Favorite Things Black Licorice Hybrid ink. And then I'm going to quickly color him in. That was another reason why I chose this image, because the polar bears are polar bears and snowmen. Perfect images for quick and easy cards because they're so easy to color. So I just used a little bit of really pale aqua blues on his fur just to give that little bit of definition. If you wanted to, you could kind of get into more effort and, you know, add some more shading. I know the other time I used this set, I did like some more yellows in his fur. You could add some grays, all that kind of stuff. But again, like I said, I wanted to keep this quick and simple. So I just used my BG 000 and quadruple 0. And quickly did his fur, and then some R20 for his ears. And then for his little toque and his scarf, I decided to go bright red and blue. Yeah, if I'd wanted to, again, go into more effort, I would actually do it like completely multicolor, because you'll see why in a minute. I was kind of going like crazy sweater theme, and I was like, oh, this would have been so much fun to do in all kinds of colors and like scribble on some little patterns, and you could go anywhere with this. But again, quick and simple. So I started with the red. I always like to color the reds first, just because they have a tendency to go everywhere. And then I can kind of fix it with the blue that I'm going to add. So the little spots where I did kind of go over the lines, I can kind of push it back with the blue markers. So always working just lightest to darkest, leaving kind of white areas in the middle so that when I blend everything together with the lightest color, it gives that little bit more depth and dimension. So again, quick and simple coloring. I've sped this video up a little bit just so that it's not super long for uploading, but altogether this card took about 15 minutes altogether to make. It could actually even be easier if you don't do the inlay die cutting, but even that you're going to see is really, really simple, because once I'm done coloring the image, I die cut the sweater using the bigger comfy sweater dynamics, and I die cut that from some wild cherry cardstock. And I could have just adhered the die cut polar bear on top of that, but like I said, I wanted to do an inlay. So I took that same polar bear die cut and I'm just sticking it to the sweater with some Post-it tape. And then I'm going to run that through my machine so that I cut out the space for my die cut polar bear. So that is the inlay number 1, so that it's all completely flat and kind of all technically one piece. So that was inlay number 1. And then I wanted to inlay the sweater as well. So I've got a piece of white cardstock that I die cut with my Blueprints 1 Dynamics, the die I love to use for layering. And I'm going to die cut the sweater die from that. So run that through my machine and then set the die cut sweater part, the white piece aside. I'm going to use that later. And then to make things easier, I die cut a piece of, this is the new My Favorite Things. This is the blueberry cardstock, which is like more of a true blue. People have been asking for this for quite a while, and I finally got a chance to use it. So die cut that with my Blueprints 2 Dynamics so that it will layer with this white piece. And then before I adhere everything, I wanted to stamp my sentiment, and I decided to stamp the little heart. This is also from the little Cool Day set before I adhere everything to make sure I've got things kind of stamped straight. And again, keeping it simple. So I'm just using my Tombow Mono Multi, and I'm going to adhere this to that piece of blueberry cardstock. So get my main little card front adhered, and then I can adhere the sweater. So then that just inlays inside that open die cut just perfectly. And then I'm going to inlay the little polar bear, and that's it. So really like the simplest form. You can take this to so many different levels, you know, with layers and extra die cuts and all that kind of, like, people have been doing some amazing things, but I just wanted it simple and basic. And again, if you wanted to make this card even quicker, don't do the inlaying and just slap everything together and it's good to go. It'll look just as cute. So this is kind of a good way to start when you're kind of experimenting with inlay. And then just for a little bit of dimension, I took my C00 gray marker and just quickly went around the outside of the sweater there. It just gives it a teensy bit of shading around it, but not anything too crazy. just that little extra something that takes like 2 seconds. So did that. And then my card base is standard A2 card size, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to adhere those to that. And then for the inside, I wasn't sure at first what I was going to do. I was actually just going to stamp on the inside. But then I had this white die cut sweater from die cutting the Inlay, and I was like, why not use that? So I stamped the little sign image from the Cool Day set right onto that. I thought, you know, it kind of goes with the crazy sweater theme, because why not? And then I've super sped up this coloring portion because I just did the exact same thing that I did with his sweater. Exact same colors and everything. Just quickly colored it the red and blue stripes, and then a little bit of light gray on the sign and the BG quadruple zeros on the snow. And that completely finished it off. So really quick and simple. Used up that extra die cut too, so I don't have to toss it or anything. And then I'm going to adhere that on the inside of the card, and that's all there was to it. So as always, I will have a link below the video to my blog post with links to all the supplies used, as well as in my blog post I'll have links to all my previous Christmas videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, and hopefully I will see you all soon in a new video. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing and thumbs upping my videos, and I will see you all next time. Bye!